Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? 1, 2, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, cool. Alright, so what I was saying earlier was that I'm not feeling well, so I'm going to be super quick and go through them so I can lie down because sitting down is uncomfortable, and I had no sleep during the night because I couldn't sleep. So sitting here right now is very uncomfortable, and my mind, you can tell that my mind is not here. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best and go through them as quick as I can so I can finish up and then go and rest. So that's what I was saying earlier. And let me go back to the dollar and explain what I was saying on the dollar. So on the dollar, I'm expecting price to push to this up candle here, to this down candle as the breaker, taking out a short-term high in there, and then looking for a continuation to the downside. I don't know how far they're gonna take this, but we have that breaker there, so that's how far I'm expecting them to take it to, and then a rejection and continue going lower. With that, I'll be looking for euro to go higher. So between this low and that high, wait for the Williams percent R to drop below 80. Okay, and then that should put you between the 70.5 and the 79. Between the 70.5 and the 79 area, and then you look for a buy to continue going higher, targeting this one, and they go high up there. I think going into this week and early next week, they might run this consolidation here and then reject and go lower, because you have a strong move to the downside coming on euro, which I'll be expecting some pretty wild move to the upside to drive or to bring people in the market that this is going up, and then a rejection, and then start going lower. Okay, so that's what I'll be expecting on this. British pound, I still think price should continue going higher. If we take out this low, then they might come back down for some of these lows because they've taken out previous week high. So if we break below this low, then I think they might go lower between this low and then that high. So if we break that low, if we break this low between this and that, they might come back down a little bit more before ultimately giving a rejection to go higher again. Right, let's remove this. Okay, so if we give up that low, they might come in for maybe opening price of this down candle, or even lower. Okay, so if we give up this, then they might be coming a bit lower, which I don't see that, but if they happen to do, you can take a breaker trade here. Yeah, so if they give this candle up, you can use this as a breaker trade and then measure this low to that high, project it to the downside, project it to the downside and take your profit somewhere in here, where this down candle is. All right, but like I said, I don't see that happening right now, but in case it does, that's what you do. Okay. New Zealand dollar. Price did find support here. At the same time, it's the gap between this low and that high. That's a gap, and price is rejecting. I want to see if they break this short-term high, i.e. if they close above it. If they close above it, I think price is coming up here. We also have equal high in here, another high in there. Okay, so I'm still bullish on this pair, at least for this week. Maybe Thursday, then I'll change my bias, but for this first half of the week, I'm expecting price to continue going higher. I don't have anything on this for a trade idea. All the trades are on the cross pairs, so like the New Zealand yen that I posted, and then the New Zealand CAD. That's the ones that I am focusing on, and then I'll leave this one alone. Same thing with Aussie. I'm not focusing on Aussie. I'm focusing on Aussie yen and Aussie New Zealand. And these two is my focus. I want to see a run above this high. I was waiting for price to come below the 80% to give me a proper decent pullback. So maybe they might come back down a little bit and then reject and then go higher again, because this thing is bullish. So they might look for price to come here, fill that in, or take out this high. So I'll wait for more pullback on this one. I still think this thing didn't hit the 80% yet, so that's not overbought or oversold, whichever one. So then I'll be looking for a buy again. Dollar CAD, like I mentioned yesterday, I'm looking for a rejection in here between these two Fibonacci levels, so 70.5 and then 79. I'm looking for a rejection in the lower time frame. If you do see it, then you can take advantage of it. I think they are consolidating now. Okay, price is going sideways, and my eyes is right back up in here because they left that area very clean. So once we see a pop, let's go to the 4. Once we see a push away, a drive away, I'll come back to the last down candle for a buy to continue going higher. At least first target will be here, second target I'll target these highs. With this one, I still think I would like them, okay, to take out this consolidation, and then once they've taken that one out, hit this down candle and then reject and go higher. I'm not expecting this to also take out this low. I'm expecting it to run this consolidation, reject, and then go higher, but it's not ready yet, so I'll just be patient. If you want to sell short, by all means you can do so. Wait for a breaker to form. Okay, wait for a breaker to form, whether they take out this high and then break back down, then you take a breaker, or even this one here, high, high, low. If they break below, you take a short there to continue going lower to take out those equal lows there. Okay, Euro pound, I still don't like anything going on. The level is still there and up there, so that's the decision to be made, where you just decide to stay out until something happens, and it keeps you away from unnecessary trading. So all this in here is just unnecessary. So what is necessary is here and then up there. Once we get that, then I can start looking at this pair again. Aussie, New Zealand, price did come back down. I did mention this level, or I even saw price coming back down here when it was there. Okay, last week when we go up there, I saw price here because that was a gap and a down candle, and I did make mention of it. So price has come back down. I'm expecting price to reject and then go higher again. Okay, so expect rejection to continue going higher. Euro New Zealand, I'm still on the fence as to what this is trying to do. It looks, the fact that they came here, okay, they came to this down candle and rejected, it looks like they want to take out this low, right? Or even come to this gap. Let's measure this. Yeah, it looks like they want to come for this gap. The main fact that they couldn't go above this down candle, that is a sell in play, so they might take out this. It's a bit tricky. I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit tricky. Look for, I don't know what price is gonna do here, but that's what I'll be watching. Okay, below this candle's low, do I believe you're gonna go down? Not really, but I'll wait to see what price will do. Okay, because from the pattern that is in play right now, it looks like they want to come and take out these lows. Okay, from the pattern that I can see playing out, it wants to take out this low, but then I want to see if they want to take out this one as well. If they do, then your eyes comes right back down here and there. So watch this level and see, are we going to hit that and reject and come and break market structure? If we do, hit this level and then price rejects and break market structure, then look back up here for a target. If we don't and price comes here and then break through it, then wait, because this would be, this whole move to the upside will be a manipulation. This whole move to the upside will be a manipulation to send price down. So once we break this low, look for price to come here and then there. All right, so be a little bit patient and then let price show you what it actually wants to do. Okay, let price show you what it actually wants to do, and then once price tells you, okay, I'm going here or I'm going there, then you can take advantage of it. All right, so on this one, just be a little bit patient and then let price decide what it wants to do. So instead of buying or selling anything, which did give a beautiful sell up in here of the last up candle, but again, I'll wait and see. Okay, whether we reject here, break market structure, target there, or we take out this low, then I just wait to sell to come down here. We are at a season where this pair will drop. At maybe one day, not this month, next month, I'll find a way to go through some of the seasonal things that I talk about most of the time, but it's not going to be relevant to you right now because you need to understand price first. So that's why we're going through price action. So once I feel that I've given enough to understand about price, then we can go into the seasonal stuff. Okay, so based on the seasonals, I think price will drop, but I don't know if this was the manipulation to send price down, or they could send it up again and then send price down. That's what I want to know. Okay, so going forward, I would like to see how price will trade below here. Eurozee, same thing. Actually, this pair I'm not doing nothing. If I want to do anything, I'll be only looking for breaker trades on the 4 hour. Okay, because price is stuck in a range. So if I see a run above a short-term high, drop down to the lower time frame and then take out breaker trade. So for example, if we break this low, okay, I target this low and that low. If we take out this down candle, I use that down candle as a breaker to target these lows. Right, and that's all I'll do. I'll not be looking for long term, because this thing is, it can hurt you. Alright, this thing can hurt you, so just trade it on the lower time frame for now if you can. If you can, just ignore it, because it's not you don't have to necessarily trade this pair. So many pairs out there. Pound Aussie, same thing. I'm staying away on this. Again, you can take breaker trades on the lower time frame. We've run a short-term high, so you can take 1 hour breaker. If we break below this candle, 15 minutes breaker I think has already played out in here as usual. Okay, that was a 15 minutes breaker. So you wait for the 1 hour breaker to give you an entry as well, and then you just trade the lower time frames. For high time frame direction, there's no real direction at the moment. So unless we see, I've talked about elephant in the room. So unless we start seeing elephant in the room moves, whether up or down, then we can go in for long-term trades. But for now, I don't see anything long-term on this. Okay, let me quickly just check what the pound is doing. Okay, I was just checking to see what the pound is doing. Pound New Zealand, this thing is also stuck in a range. It failed to break above this high, even that high. So I think price is now stuck in that range. So the best thing to do is what? Trade the range between this high and that low. That is the current range. Yeah, so price is stuck in this range. We failed to break this low, and we are failing to break that high, so we are stuck in this range. So price can go back and forth in this zone. So it's either you're gonna buy when it gets down, or once it break market structure in here. So a stop run, the breaking market structure, you buy, and then up in here you take some profit. So divide into 4. Divide it into 4, and then as you can see, you want to be buying down here and be selling up here. So if you buy here, you want to take profit up there. Okay, and if you don't want to, don't trade it. If you're already in this trade, I think you already seen what's happening. So next time it goes up, just take most of your profit off. Okay, so if you're stuck in this trade, once it goes up there, just take most of your profit up, especially once it hit this level. Okay, between this high and that low. Pound yen, I'm still looking for a buy. Let's see if price will come down here. If it doesn't, then I think it will just push away from where we are. We've just run a short-term low in here. Once we close above this high, expect a bullish move. Okay, so a close above this high will send us to the 138. So if you do see that, then that's a breaker trade right there on this last up candle, and then you can take it to the 138.36. Dollar yen. On dollar yen, I still think they might come back down here. Looking on the daily, yeah, I still think they might come down there before making an attempt to go higher. If they trade above this down candle, then I don't think that is going to be the case, and then we'll be looking for a run above this equal high. Okay, so if they close above this down candle, we'll be looking for a run above this equal high, and that high will be a first target. Okay, that high will be a first target, and then we look for a run above this equal high. Euro yen, price did get to the level that last week I was expecting. Okay, last week that was where we were expecting this bullish run, and then they got to the 50% and then run away. So last week this will happen. Okay, they hit 50% and then run away, and then they've come back down to the level that was for last week, and we're seeing a rejection. I still think price is gonna go higher. So if we trade above, if we close above this, use that as a low, high, low, higher, high breaking structure. Look for price to come up here. Okay, and then the upside objective, I think, is for now. Go on to the daily. For now, a closure on this down candle here. Right, so once we get a rejection, you'll be looking for price to go up there. So watch this short-term high, let it break, and then once it breaks, then you look for a buy to continue going higher. Cad yen, yesterday I did give this as a possible trade idea, that we should see price hit this and then a rejection. So I think that is still in the cards. I'm looking at what price has done now. They might run it up there, hit that, and then reject and come back down. So depending on how price run for these highs, that's why I'll be looking for a sell. I showed you why I'm looking for a sell on this, going into the last month of the last week of October. Okay, going to the last week of October, I'll be expecting a sell-off, a massive sell-off, but I will not sell until I see the signs of it. So I want to see a quick run up and then a rejection, and once I see the rejection, I'm targeting this low. Okay, so once you see the sell-off, that's your target. But for now, I think price, looking at what price has done, we've taken out this low, traded above this down candle, price is gonna come up here. Okay, so all the yen trades, the Aussie yen, the New Zealand yen trades, very likely to push higher for today. So if you want to, you can take it and place your stop below here instead of where it's now. You can place it there, because they've already run the stops, and then you look for a continuation to the upside. Aussie yen. This is why I told you guys to push your stop here. Why? Because I felt that they want to take out this low. When I gave the trade out and price we didn't get support there, and because it was Monday, I felt like they want to take out this low. And again, I showed you how to use this and that, how you can use both of them to see when this trade will be ready. Actually, let's go on to New Zealand yen on that one, and then put Aussie yen on this one. I showed you how you can watch and see when this trade will be ready. All right, I said that watch the lows and see they're going to run one, and one is going to hold. Okay, go back and listen to what I said on the video. I said the low, if you watch this low and that one, yeah, they are the same. They are same lows. One is going to be run and one is going to hold. So you buy when this one is holding, okay, and then this one is running. So you could buy both of them, but you make sure you understand what's actually going on. So both of them are good trades. We could see a continuation to the upside for today and tomorrow till Friday, looking for a run above here. All right, so both the New Zealand yen and the Aussie yen, high probability trades for a continuation to the upside, and our New Zealand card trade is also doing well. This is exactly how I imagine it, so I'm expecting price to continue going higher to come and attack this consolidation here. Bitcoin, let's see if Bitcoin will do what I outlined. If they break below this low, you can sell this down candle as a breaker and look for price to come here, and once price gets there, you look for a continuation to the upside. Okay, but let this low give up first. On gold, I was going to say buy gold because of that down candle on the daily here. Right, we had a gap, down candle, price rejected. Okay, if you didn't catch it, if you didn't buy it, wait for this one to close and then buy a retracement to the down candle. Okay, let's do this. We have an area of consolidation in here, so I'll be expecting that to be run. So that was a breaker. Okay, see, they managed to stay inside the breaker, and now rejection. At the same time, there was a daily down candle there. So what you can do is, once this candle closes bullish, let it close bullish, the next one that opens, wait for it to drop down to the down candle and then be a buyer. And your first target should be here. This last up candle. Okay, between this here and there, that's a decent 1-to-1. Actually, that's 2-to-1. Okay, so that's not bad. And then you leave a piece on to see if you're gonna attack this area of consolidation, which I think it will, because that's a very nice a buy model. We had this consolidation, we reverse, and price goes up, comes back down, stops people out. So it's just definitely looking to run this high, but make sure you take something off here. All right. And then finally, oil is doing exactly what I said it should do. Okay, come down here, take out this, and then reject and come and take out this equal high. So look for price to take out this equal high, and then I'll be expecting a drop to come back down here. So I'm looking at something like this. I know it's a bit off, but that's what I will expect. Again, that's based off from the seasonals. I'll teach more about the seasonals in future, because it's a very, very strong tendency. History repeats itself most of the time on the chart. Okay, so if you go back in time, you're gonna see that in October, this year was a particular year that price didn't sell off. It actually went all the way up to December, January before selling off. I anticipated a sell off in October. Okay, but if you go back in time, you're gonna see this. This is the sort of sell off I'm looking for. Not as aggressive as this, okay, but I'm expecting some sell off. Back in 2017, in October, we had a small sell off. Let's go back. This one, that's another October sell off. Here, that's another October sell off into December. Very nice, decent sell off. Another one in here, October sell off, pretty steep sell. And then last one, 2013, we had October sell off as well. Okay, so there is going to be a sell off on this that I'm anticipating. So maybe a run above this equal high, and then rejection to take out this low here, and then targeting there. At least I'll look for a target for the breaker on the weekly time frame. This one here. Once we break down, that's where I'll be targeting. We do have a gap in here, so that could be a short-term bounce, and then I'll look for a run down here. All right, so that should be it for today. I know that was pretty quick, but I am not 100%. I'm not 100% on board, mindset wise, so that's why. If you do have any pair recommendation, send it, and then let me look at it for you. I mean, this trade is a beautiful trade. Entry, we came back straight to the entry again, so there's no missing out. Okay, that's another. So this is what I'm expecting on gold. Okay, so this 4-hour candle closes, next one opens, drops back down to the down candle, and then you look for a buy to continue going higher. Like I did mention end of last weekend, I said this week is going to be a fantastic week. This week and next week is going to be really, really good week, and then the last week of October will be in between. So if you make a very decent week, which I think everybody will, next week you want to really dial back. Okay, I don't need to tell you, but based on experience, once you have a good week, the following week you dial back, and then you just chill. If you do have any pair recommendation, please send it, and then let me look at it for you. If not, then I'm gonna call it a day, and then I'll see how I feel in the afternoon, and then we can do an afternoon session. If I don't feel well in the afternoon, then we will do another similar to what we've done this morning. I'll go through the pairs as quick as I can, so that I'll be able to rest myself for coming days. Euro pound, I said that looking at this, okay, you don't want to be doing anything in here. Okay, there's no structure in play. That's why I've got the alert here and the alert there. So the alert here, I'll explain why I've done that. So if you look at this leg down, okay, that's our last low. Look all the way up, that's our last up candle. So for us to be bullish on the 4 hour, okay, we need to close above that. So if you don't close above this, we are not bullish. Okay, and down here is the opening price of the weekly down candle, this one. And because we are bullish on the weekly, we've already been to the high. So if the high doesn't support price to send price up, then we should look at the opening price. So that's when I'll be interested, because once we come down there, once we come back down there, this low will no more be relevant. It will be a different low. So then I'll go up and find the short-term high that leads price to take out this low to hit that level, and then I'll be watching that for a breaking structure. So if price drops down here right now, I'll be watching that as a breaking structure instead of this one here. So if we hit this, then I'll change my alert to here. Okay, and then once we break above that, I'm bullish, and then I will start looking for buys to continue going higher. Okay, but until we get that, you don't want to do anything on this. You want to stay out and watch, okay, because you don't want to be messing around with all this business going on in here. If you look on the 1 hour time frame, you know what's going on. It's just sideways. And like I said, you can trade the lower time frames looking for breakers and down candles. I've explained how I use the breakers and how I use the down candles, and the criteria I use for buying down candles. So you can use the same thing in the lower time frame to, you know, facilitate trades in here. And if you don't want to, then you stay out and wait till price gives you a clean direction. Then you can go in and start doing some activities on this pair. But for now, looking at price structure, I am not interested in anything on there. I hope that makes sense. Oh, I forgot. This pair is also a good pair to watch. trading off the break at the moment. Yeah, it's trading off the breaker at the moment. So if the breaker doesn't support price, then it's going to come back to the down candle. If it does come here, you can look for a buy. To come here, take out this equal high. All right, so if this doesn't support price, the breaker doesn't support price, then you can look for this down candle and then look for price to come up here. Yes, once you see a breaking market structure, then yes, you can do that. Another pair to watch for some bullishness is this one here. Right, this is what I'm expecting, this kind of move. So I'm expecting something like that. Okay, that's October to December. If you go back in time again, October till December, lots of buying opportunities in here. Another one, this pair October to December is amazing. This is the right time to be trading. Another one in here, October forms a low and then price sends up till December. And then last one, we had October here to December. Okay, so you can see all these years gave a significant move to the upside. If you want one more, I'll do one more here. October was here to December there. So we had a flat, but we had a very decent move on the upside in November. But generally you are going to see this kind of move, which is very fantastic. October starts from here. Yeah, that's generally the move that you get, and we are sitting right in October. We've already broken market structure. Yeah, we made a low high, we failed to make a lower low, and then we broke up. So that's market structure break. We retrace to the down candle here. Okay, and then on the 4-hour, market structure has broken again. After taking out this low, we've broken again. So look for a run above here and a potential run above that high. Okay, this is also a decent trade. But we just be once this once we start getting the sell off on oil and on CAD, because CAD will likely sell off. So once you see the sell off on CAD, jump onto this pair and then buy for long term, at least for the next 2 months or so. Yeah, just be bullish for the next 2 months. I hope I've managed to cover everything that everybody needs. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna just rest. I'll get better. It's not nothing serious, and it's just me not sleeping for the last 3 days properly. Because I've been doing a lot of studies and a lot of research and a lot of reading, so I tend to stay up till like early morning. I tend to stay up till early morning, and then during the morning I have to do other stuff, so I can't sleep for long. So I'm basically sleep deprived, and it's making me dull, and I feel weak when I sit down. But yeah, I'll get better. All right. Nothing to worry about. IT is a strong man. I am a strong man. Hmm. Watch this pound yen. Okay. Watch this pound yen. If they do close the way they are, that would be decent. Could be a decent trade. Yeah, it could be a decent trade to the upside. I like the push away after the stop run. I'm gonna bring in Gbp Cad. Wrong. For long-term trade purposes, I'm gonna bring this one in, and we are nearing. I want to check this one. I've removed it from the pairs. I've removed it from the pairs because I don't like the way this pair trades at the moment. It's just too sideways for my liking, right? But I suspect there is going to be some form of a rally coming in towards the last week of October. Okay, towards the last week of October. So all this while, this is a level I was watching here. Prior to this move up, if you drop down to the lower time frame, you're gonna see a run below this candles. Why? Like I thought, if you measure the swing high to a swing low and you find a swing low attached to the 50%, which is this one here, okay, look for that to run. So once they've broken market structure here, it looks set to come and take out this low. Okay, so that could be a potential downside objective. So if you do trade this pair, as much as I don't like this whole lot of consolidation, that's the level to watch. This low here as a potential target. Yeah, and then once we run that, let me bring back my fib. Okay, once we run this, then you can start looking for potential rejection. I like the candles that are coming down. Okay, they are all down candles after consolidation, so that could be what manipulation and then expansion. Okay, so I'll bring this pair back when it's ready. Right now I don't want to be looking for the buys, but you can sell it to come and attack that if you do find any breaker entries. Okay, if you do find any breaker entries, you can sell it to continue going down to that level, and then once you get here, I'll bring it back when it's ready for a buy. I don't want to start looking for the buy now. I'll bring it in when it's ready. Nice one, nice one. I think you are looking for the what's it called again? You're waiting for the kill zone. I presume that's what you're waiting for. Yeah, so we have closed. So look for price to give you a wick to that one, and then it should shoot away again. Let's look at gold. See how gold closed. Yeah, I'll still take it, and then if it stops me out, then I buy it here. Okay, I'll still take it as it is, and if it stops me out, then I'll buy it down here, because this also lines up with that bullish order block that I talked about. We also had a big move away from this down candle after a stop run. Okay, so this could be a short-term low and then run it, hit this and go higher, or they could just recapitalize this and continue going higher. Whichever way, we have them in our bag, so we know what they want to do. How did I know? Because I know. I know. I know because I know. I see kill zones are very, very important. So when you're waiting for them, it's something that is normal with the style of trading that we do. Yeah. Yeah, GBP Cad is a good one to also look at. It's a long term, I'll say a swing trade idea. So watch it. It could explode to the upside, and you might not see it. So add it to your pairs that you watch, and then just expect some rally to come in. All right. All right, guys. I know as much as I want to be here or sit, I need to rest. So I am going to go and rest, and then I'll talk to you in the afternoon. Okay.